Hello, I'm Mary V. Today, let's talk about shifting. So let's take a shift that we all probably do in arpeggios. So a common way to practice a shift is to simply slide from one note to another quite slowly to discover, and just simply stop when you come to the note like this. But there are many more helpful ways to practice shifting. And it's to really orientate your hand properly into the different positions so that they become much more familiar. Because if you're just using one finger and you just go up, you're not really orientating yourself into the new position. So once you get to your note, play within that note. And when you're up there and you're playing within the note, in other words, you're using that note as an anchor for other fingers, you start to feel what the rest of your hand is doing here as it's touching the shoulder of the violin, right? And that is really the orientating part. That familiarity with what it feels like in the hand here is almost as important as what your actual fingers are doing. How does the hand feel? How does the shape of the hand change? What's the thumb doing? So as you practice, you go very slowly. And as you're doing that, you're getting used to the feel of the hand. So the whole thing would be like this. Now, the other thing to do in practice is to play very positively once you want to try it out. Once you've done your slow practice, have a go at playing very, very positively, which is quite firm, and just go for it, whether it's right or wrong, okay? So that positivity is quite important, because you can do it without altering. Don't alter your finger, just go for it, really, but in a relaxed way. But go for it without any alteration at all. And if it's off and it's not right, then simply just go back and just do it slowly. So keep going backwards and forwards positively, and very, very slowly, and positively and slowly. But never make the adjustment like this. That doesn't teach your hand and your fingers exactly where to go. So it's very important to realize that normally we concentrate on the tips of the fingers when we're shifting, but in fact, we must orientate our hand. So that's one way to do it. So another way to learn to shift is to slide right at the end, just before we change the bow, like this. So if you heard, just before I changed the bow, I very, very lightly, at the very end of the bow, I lightened the bow and I shifted, I slid up, and I could hear it like this. Now you can practice that until it's practically invisible, but you can hear it. So the next way to shift is actually to let the nice slide into it be heard if it's a romantic piece. And that's really nice. And again, there's a little sound there which can be heard by the audience, but you can also hear it, and that orientates your hand. Or you can do something that Yehudi Menuhin did all the time, which is go up on, say, one finger. You hear that all the time, and it's extremely beautiful. I mean, the middle note, which is D, it isn't necessarily written in the music, but it's there in the playing. It's very expressive and quite acceptable to put that in. So those inner sounds, it's a choice. There are many, many ways to shift, actually, that can play two roles. One be expressive and one to really help you to know what you're doing. But there are some shifts where you just have to know where the hand goes. For example, so you just have to learn those by doing exercises. So I hope you found that helpful, and I'll say bye-bye for now. Bye.